The thoughts, opinions, and most importantly the perspectives expressed in this show are solely those of the participants including all guests, and do not reflect the opinions or practices of More Heights Media and or any of its production or advertising partners. Furthermore, More Heights Media does not endorse or condone all topics discussed during this broadcast. This show is purely for entertainment.
I'm not touching that thing to flush it. It's got to be censored, or
Did
I'm
you
like
still
using
touching
my
your
foot.
dick though? Like,
What do you mean? My dick's clean. And
Yeah.
me washing my hands before is like that
nuts.
whole
Are
process.
you okay shaking his hand
So
knowing that he
hold
just touched his
on.
dick?
After you pee, you don't wash your hands?
Magnum all day, yo. Shout out my Magnum right here.
Talking about, of course.
How? What is that? Do you often draw for those though?
I don't need to. Play my song before.
Great.
Gun, real bad man.
Okay.
It's a dope
but
beat.
I know
It's
exactly.
a
I know.
fire
Yeah.
I didn't want to like it. Now I
Yeah.
can like it. Now I like it. Now I love it. Thank
Okay,
you.
from that
Thank
perspective,
you.
I see what you're
Thank you,
talking about.
Metro. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank you
you,
for that
Metro,
joint.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Home team all day.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Please. That Drake stuff that I'm hearing outside, bro, we gotta dead that, man. Like, damn, yo, leave the boy alone. But welcome back for another episode of Speak Your Perspective. SB, you ready? Like, you're good?
Yeah. I was gonna press a button to just check out my board.
We got big Gemini energy in the building today. Yo, this guy just stomped all over your effect. Now you're not gonna bat him up for that one?
No.
Why are you always trying to instigate?
Cause, man. So it makes it interesting. Big Gemini energy in the building today, man. I like this. I like the vibes over here.
Mm-hmm.
I know why too.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about it or we're keeping those a secret? What's up?
What?
Hey, man. Like,
What are you talking about?
you done know. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. Like I was saying, this happens to be another episode of S-U-Pree. If you didn't figure it out already, my homie over here to my left goes by the name of Pre. Find her on Instagram at
Pre and at www.bodyammo.ca.
Yo, show her some,
Going up this year.
show her some love. Give her a little happy birthday.
that, yo.
Comment.
Yeah. We got Knots behind the scenes, zealous, authentic pictures. Keep him booked.
Keep him busy.
Holy, like, this doesn't stop. Too many devices, man. Damn it. Anyways.
This guy's calling himself.
What? Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
This guy's little alarms going off to look all busy.
Don't do that. He's not with us today, but he's with us in spirit every time.
Face mob.
Yeah.
We'll see him
Shout out
in a
Face.
couple weeks. That guy's life is kind of crazy. You're having twins as your first shot. It's rough out here.
Yo, he called it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, he did.
He brought that into existence.
Big move and everything. Did I do myself? I can't remember.
No.
Pause. I go by the name of Bun. You can find me on Instagram at What's Up Bun. And to my right, the big homie, SB the student. Find him on Instagram at.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not gonna plug your own SB the student Instagram.
Instagram SB the student.
What's up with the book club?
You guys want to talk about the book club right now? Oh, I got some.
You got
good
30
stuff
seconds, but hit your button.
Nah.
Hit your
It doesn't
button
work
first.
like
Hit your button first.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
It won't be a 30-second one, but I'll tie it in this time around. Remember when you brought up, we were talking about the Alchemist, and you brought it up how that was something that you go back to repeatedly,
Yeah.
and you always take something from it. And I don't know where this guy's at. I don't think you finished the book. Did you finish the book?
I got like this much left, brother.
All right, that's not
promise.
bad.
It's in my bag. That's the one that I walk with these days.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So I was mentioning it like a couple of weeks ago. We got stuck on a book. We're reading this or reading or listening because we do either or depending on who best format to take in the information. How to Read a Book by Adler. And that was just too long, and I guess not as exciting for everybody to keep up with. And my trip to Colombia didn't help in between. Disorganized it. So we had to bring something back that people wanted to read and was a little shorter so we could get back the momentum, right? And Alchemist is a bit of a short book, you know? It's not long compared to a lot of them. And typically we don't do fiction, but just a big conversation over the weekend talking about the book. And there's a lot of quotables where it made me rethink how to approach the book. So a lot of people were sharing your energy where they're like, it's one of those books that changed my life and made a big difference for them and stuff. And shout out to Fitz from the book club too. And check him out. He's got a No Pizza in the Break Room. I've shouted him out a few times. Take a look at that podcast too. He's more from the East Side. But he had a couple
nice name for a podcast.
Yeah.
I was like it too.
Yeah. And they had he had a couple of interesting episodes of the book. One, so he's got a barbershop, right? Couture and Cuts. I'll run through the address in a little bit or we'll tag it in. But he makes everybody that if he's like, it's his shop. So if he has another barber join, that's like a book that he has as like a prerequisite. Like, you got to read this book. And he's sharing this story where he's like, he had someone come into the shop and they were going through some stuff. And typically you're in a barbershop, you open up. I don't know what that relationship's about, but it wasn't even like a regular customer. Someone just comes in, starts de-stressing, telling him what's going on. And he's like, you know what? I got a book for you. He's got a bookshelf in his store, and like he'll hand out books too. Gives him the book. The guy takes the book, and that's it. He's gone. Hasn't seen him for years. Randomly, he's bringing it up to the other person, like, yeah, I had this guy came in. He was telling me about certain life situations that he was going through and stuff. Coincidentally, 6 years later, as he's sharing that story, that same guy walks in and says, I just wanted to come back and give you this. I moved out to BC, but it was really helpful for me and what I was going through at the time. And those kind of stories just make me go, wow, that's insane. Like, what are the odds of that? You know, like, A, that you recommend it, B, that it actually has such a profound difference on somebody else and they get that meaning from it, you know? And then we actually had another lady that's going through it, I'm not gonna say her name, that was going through it, certain things, still going through certain things in her current life. And I want to quote a couple of things that she said real quick because it's meaningful, it's somewhat insightful. And I never looked at it like this, but I'm gonna say it exactly how she said it. And there's certain quotes that she said there were goals. So you know in the book where they go, there's the you don't have to only make. There's a part where the merchant guy, I think Santiago's his name, the guy that sells the glassware, and he has that whole conversation with the main character, the little boy, and he's like, I don't want to go to Mecca. You seem like someone that wants to actualize or realize your goals, but I just want to have them so I could continue getting through my day. I don't want to actually realize them like you, right? And then what she goes to that is, you don't have to only make goals and dreams, but have to pursue them. You have to take every step trying to get closer to them. And that's what she got going through, let's just say, a rough breakup, divorce in her personal life, right? And without spilling more details. But I looked at it more from your guys' lens now, just catching certain things that made a lot more sense. Another one that she said that was huge for me is, tell your heart the fear of suffering is worse than suffering itself. That landed different from me hearing it from somebody versus just hearing it from the narrator in the book. It makes you reflect way deeper on, just the fear of trying stuff sometimes, and then actually saying, all right, forget that, go for it.
You saw the same sentiment through a different lens.
I was able to make it more meaningful than just a fiction book. I was able to make it like, okay, there is information that I could pull from it to motivate myself or inspire myself and take that energy in, you know?
I think hearing it from different people can make you think differently, because that's the exact same quote that I said when we were talking about the book. And I'm not, at the time I wasn't going through anything like super profound, but like when somebody is and like you're hearing it from them, even though it's the exact same thing, you take maybe something different from it, or it means more. And I feel like with that book, it depends on what journey you're on is what you take from it. It depends on what you're going through in your life is the things that you pull or the things that resonate with you or the things that speak out more.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, one of the things I keep drawing from is the omens. Because those things really and truly exist.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I mention right now, why do we show up like this week to week, yo? Somehow these like, what's with the checks? What? You never thought that far into this?
What do you mean?
It's like every week you show up matching like me or him or something. It's always like, how does that work out? No, it's not weird to you? Because none of this is planned ever.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Well, every single time, bro.
The energy.
And it trips me out every single time.
Yeah. The one that I got really tripped out about
the pink and blue.
Yeah.
Bro.
And you guys were in the jackets and everything.
Exactly. Same material, same everything.
One time it was like an orangey or something. I don't know.
So when you pulled up and you saw me outside, I was like, is that why you give me that, like, you stopped and then...
No, I didn't even notice that was a tracksuit that you were wearing.
Yeah, I was like, yo, like, whoa, like, what's with the checks today? Like, how did we do this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my shirt.
Only going up this year.
And yo, for honestly, that's why I went to go pull like, yo.
I'll throw one more out there, though. Another common agreement that we ended up having as a conversation. Doesn't the book make you feel young again?
Oh, for sure.
Seeing from like the narration or the main character's point of view.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
I get
It's
it.
like back in the day when you're a lot younger, you don't have all these fears or negative thoughts or doubts. You just want to go out there and explore and discover. And if nothing's really holding you back, but over time, you slowly start.
Funny enough, my daughters caught me reading it a couple times, so I'd read a little bit with them.
Nice.
And they had a whole bunch of questions to ask. And I was like, yo, how are you guys so into this book? And
That's
it's only been
awesome.
like 4 pages. It's like, what's
That's
going on
the
here?
inquisitive mind, right? Of a child. So
it, trust me, man. And then it also made me think, like, if I'm able to attach these same lessons with them, like, yo, throughout life,
and
look for the omens because they exist.
But they have no life biases yet.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Their perspective is something like completely different.
Trust me. And even when it comes to atomic habits too, I thought about it from that perspective to where, yo, imagine I was able to get them to understand these things at this age.
Right.
Bro.
Right.
Like, they're going to be
unlocks
like,
so many doors.
yo,
yeah, I think so.
way ahead of everybody else at like this stage in life.
Yeah.
So when you say that, we probably said this a few times, but certain episodes are here and there. I'm training guys to fight. The age range depends, right? So I have people as young as 4 to like in their early 60s, late 50s, right? The younger guys that are looking to compete, we've also created a book club within the boxing gym, right? And Atomic Habits is the one that I got them reading. And it's exactly what you're saying. At that age, to understand yourself better, why you do certain things, what's the trigger for it, what's the cue, reward, response, like that whole concept is so refreshing. And especially if you're hungry to want to evolve.
Especially start evaluating your life more like...
even to just see that side of the coin.
Yeah. But like like a lot of people don't evaluate themselves frequently enough to be like, I need to make these changes.
Yep.
So instilling those type of habits in them now, they're going to do that more often and understand how these things that I'm doing now are going to help me get to this result. So I have to implement these things.
It just helps you how to take actions better.
That part, yeah.
Opposed to just writing down the goals, right? And then that was one of the things that stood out for what she says. You don't have to only make goals and dreams, but you have to pursue them. Yeah. So it helps you pursue them. But yeah.
Only going up this year.
But back to you for a second, man. What's up with the birthday vibes, yo? What's the plan? Big party?
I don't know.
Small
I mean,
party?
I went out
already.
This
Started already, huh?
I went out on Sunday, and the funny thing is that I went on a boat.
Okay.
I'm always on a boat, but I went on a boat, and it was I Love Reggae. Shout out Philly.
Damn it, you went?
Shout out Philly, dope party.
Oh
Shout out
my
Charlie
goodness,
B.
I'm so cheesed, yo.
Shout out Charlie B. Shout out Philly. Great party.
Yo, the man them linked me and they're like, yo, Bun, you're not over there?
So I'm on the boat,
Yeah.
and I'm walking to the bar, and this guy stops me. And he's like, hey, I'm like, hi. He's like, are you Pre? I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're on a podcast. Like,
Pow.
And I'm like,
only going up this year.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, yo, I watch you guys.
Dope.
Yeah, I watch you guys.
Only going up this year.
And he dropped your name.
Oh,
And
shit.
I'm like, yeah,
Damn it.
yeah.
Oh no, prepare me. Like, was it bad?
No. I'm just like, I'm like, cool. You spotted me, and you like.
Yeah,
it was, I don't know.
That was nice of him.
That was interesting.
Only going up this year.
Big him up
It was
every
just
time.
weird.
You didn't
Like,
exchange names, nothing. Like,
I think he ended up following me on Instagram.
You didn't sign his forehead?
I said,
don't do that. Yo.
I think he's your friend.
My friend?
He said bun, like he know. I don't know. I don't know. I can show you.
I mean, we don't have to do all of that. We can do that
Anyways,
later.
yeah.
Perhaps.
But anyways, yeah, I thought it was like, I don't know. I just found it interesting.
Hey, man.
Every gal I pre.
I have to find another version where it says every man I pre or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Whatever.
I'll big him up every time.
Yeah, that was cool.
Only going up this year.
How was the party, though?
To meet a listener.
True.
in
Or a
real
viewer.
life, or
I
a
meant to
viewer.
mention that too, yo.
Or
Like,
that.
anybody who's watching, audio sometimes is better. I don't know where you guys are at with some of your audios out here. I know videos where most people are at these days with YouTube and shit, but some of that little bit of extra behind the scenes music that we play and a little bit of the conversations we'll leave on the audio. So you might want to take in some of this audio on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and whatever, as opposed to just watching on YouTube. But
Yeah,
whichever way you want to like consume.
Only going up this year.
Pause, I guess maybe.
I'm more of a video guy for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, my girl's here. My girl's here
Reactions.
from Miami, so
Yeah, big her up every time too.
we're probably gonna go out. I think my friends want to do a dinner tomorrow. I don't really know. I didn't have any like solid plans or any like anything like that. Like everything's just kind of up in the air.
How was the party though?
The party was fire.
Yeah,
The party was fire. The party was fire.
I'm kind of cheese still.
Yeah, you should be.
Nah, because one of the man them linked me and he's like, "Yo, Bun, you're not over there?" And he's like, "Yo, I thought you said you're outside this summer." I was like, "Fuck, don't do that."
Oh yeah, and yeah, like I saw some of them on them too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the same people you're talking about, but
I don't think so because my boy wasn't there. The one that I'm talking about. Anyways, we'll talk about it after.
yeah, whatever.
Every gal I pre.
But
But you're saying, yeah, your homie's here from Miami.
yeah, so she's here, so we'll probably go out. Hit a couple fetes or something like that, probably.
Yeah, you said you're outside this weekend, huh? You checked the weather yet?
No, I haven't. But I mean, it doesn't matter.
It
It doesn't matter.
Only going up this year.
Anyways, so what? Rest. How was your week? We doing any of that, or just trying to get straight to these topics? Cause
Like, I went to my boy's 40th,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Different vibe.
Mhm.
We went to Black and Blue Toronto, and it was cool. It was like more of a mature vibe. No partying, no clubs, no nothing. Just
Black and blue is delicious.
it is
So
right.
good.
And then I was people watching a lot, like just to like there was seating arrangements made. Like you got the people with their wife, like we're all friends. You got people with their wife, their fiance, their girl. And then my side, either you didn't bring your girl or you're just single. Like it was an
Did you bring
interesting
a girl? You brought your
dynamic.
girl?
Nah. It's not like that. But
I'm like, there's no correction. There's no nothing.
but good times outside of that. It's good to see that next vibe of it as well, the other side of it, instead of just going to a club and doing that whole motion. But like actually,
Did you get the steak tasting?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, the tasting. What do you mean the tasting?
So they have like a flight of like steaks
Okay.
that you
It's
can
called a
get.
flight.
Yeah, it's like different. Like it's like A5, it's Wagyu. It's like 3 ounces of each like steak.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Nah, based on the menu, I didn't have that on my menu. But I did get the steak, obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice that the feature on the wall is a bull like made out of knives?
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that.
I
What
just
do
thought
you
it was a
remember
bunch
from
of.
that
I
night?
thought it was a bunch of like butcher knives like in the wall, and I like took a look at it, and it was
Where-
like a bull.
But when you say this, where were you? Because we had our own room. We weren't like in the main area or anything like that. Like we had our
Only
own
going up this year.
Oh, okay.
spot.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like in the.
Like what was on the wall was like a whole bunch of different champagnes and wines, and it's just stacked up to the roof. So
where it is like there's a wall of the knives, and then there's a wall of like the steaks.
is this like in the main area?
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
So we had our.
But you probably walked by it.
Maybe. I was
'Cause
in
that's how you
conversation.
would-
I was mingling already. Like
That's how you would enter, but yeah,
fair. But no, I don't remember
Okay.
that. Yeah.
it's just dope.
Hey, Nats, you want to go on a date? Because I ain't never been there.
You don't eat meat. Pause.
Well, that's that part.
Hit the scammer.
That part. Don't do that. My week?
Let's
My
hear
luck
it.
is all right. The one thing that I thought I wanted to tell you though, and I figured one of you guys might get a laugh out of this. I don't know what it is, but something got into my compost twice this week. Whatever type of animal, I don't know because my joint has the lock on it. So I don't know how it's supposed to get in there, but some got in there and tore that shit up, bro.
Still gotta be.
And that's the
raccoon.
one thing that I hate.
Raccoon.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like having to clean that stuff up. You know how mad
Yeah.
I was at that point?
It's just annoying.
Yo,
Yes.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the worst, man. I was so mad. Damn, yo. But
I've had raccoons get stuck in my recycling bin.
Yeah,
or my
right.
garbage bin. Yeah. I've seen them. They're stuck in there. I'm like, I open it and I see them like, like I had that reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, what should I do
What do you
now?
do? Do you kick it over?
I had to kick it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like when they get kicked over and they walk out, they have this face like they're embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're looking at me like, all right, you got me. My bad. Yo. And it's happened more than once too.
nah, that's what I'm afraid of. So the first time it happened, it was knocked. I mean, I was about to say they left it. Like they're supposed to fix it back before they leave. Anyways, it was knocked over. So
Respect, yo.
I saw it and I was like, yo, they got me. And I was so mad. And then fast forward like 3 or 4 days, I'm going to throw something in there. I like crack it open and I saw like something tore up in there.
Oh,
Like
I thought you
just the
saw
back,
it.
yeah, no,
Oh.
some tore up. So I went like this and just dropped it right back and like backed up.
Yeah.
I went and dropped for the broom on some like, yo, let me knock this a couple times to see if I get a response. Nothing. So then I opened, I was like, yo, how did you get in here, yo? Like I'm so mad right now.
Yeah, that's
They're
stuff.
evolving.
Had to clean that shit up and all.
Miss
So,
me with all of that. Absolutely not.
that wasn't my only what would you call that? I guess moment of
Close encounter.
yeah. I was cleaning my washroom early in the week. Nah, whoa, nah. There's nothing in my washroom. Yeah, nah. That'd be the worst. I hate to see those kind of stories where people have raccoons in their attic and all
No,
that
I
type
thought you
of
were gonna
shit.
say like a mouse.
Oh, nah. Oh, buddy, my fear of those joints. Yeah, my fear of those things are a different level.
You don't know. Okay, go.
But
I just have a mouse story.
I'm cleaning my toilet. Like I'm doing cleaning, but I'm at the point where I'm cleaning my toilet now, and like a splash of water flew up and like hit me right here, and I was like, ah! And if you know me, it's like, yo, when it comes to germs and shit, I'm like, yo,
Are you a germaphobe?
Oh, buddy, I sanitize like 35 times a day. Promise you, yo. Like,
Yo, just the same,
Really?
the same
Oh,
way he's
what?
a vegan. The same way he's a vegan.
right, yo.
Do you shake hands?
Yeah, I'll do it,
there you
but
go.
don't. But please believe the first see a sanitizer I see. Well, yeah, trust me. But in that moment,
It's not like the Seinfeld germaphobe.
I was gonna. Do you let girls kiss your face?
Yeah,
Like when they're saying
like,
hello, like a friend? Does that like, or is that like a?
Depends on the
No.
friend, I guess.
I used to have this whole thing about I'm a germaphobe, and I used to play that whole game. I remember I was dating this girl for a little bit, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a germaphobe. I even grab paper towel at gas stations before I pump the gas." And I'm like,
Doesn't everybody? Know?
no. I was,
Oh,
like
what?
my little game.
What?
My little game ended right there.
Nah, buddy.
You do that?
Especially since the pandemic. Oh, for sure, brother.
Nah, my game ended right
Regular
there. I'm like,
routine.
I'm not a germaphobe. I'm over this.
Oh, what
Yo,
the
listen,
hell?
man,
No,
look.
I've never done that in my life.
Exactly.
I don't trust nobody's hand these days, yo. The way I'm at work sometimes when the worst is if I'm at work sometimes and where the control room is a washroom, right? And anytime you see somebody bust the door and you still hear that shh from the urinal, you know they didn't wash their hands. How you busting the door already and the thing's still on? You didn't even turn to the counter to wash your hands. I'm disturbed by these
Nah,
things.
but they
yo.
could have
Trust
used
me.
hand sanitizer in the washroom.
So, this sounds like a non-hand washer. You don't wash your hands after the washroom?
I wash it first. Number one, we've talked
You
about
think
this
you are
already.
Don King?
You already know. You already know. And secondly,
If you know, you know.
And secondly, I'm not touching that thing to flush it. It's got to be censored, or
Then
I'm
you
like
still
using
touching
my
your
foot.
dick though, like.
What do you mean? My dick's clean. And
Yeah.
me washing my hands before is like that.
Not.
whole
Are you
process.
okay shaking his hand
So
knowing that he
hold
just touched his
on.
dick?
After you pee, you don't wash your hands.
I'll sanitize and I'll wash
So you're
before.
just out there just with your dick hand touching things.
Nah, it's not even like that. This
Where's
is another
my-
thing too. Like
where's this-
everyone looks at it like nah, man. It's like what am I like pissing all over my hands or something?
No, but you're touching your dick.
My dick's clean.
Yeah, your dick. I don't know if your dick's clear or not, but like you're still touching. I don't know, part of your anatomy, your body.
He ain't a
Like
germaphobe.
what?
How many times did this guy shake
Nah,
my hand?
the mere fact that I'm in the space, the washroom, like whatever, bro. No. Splashback, anything. You never know.
That's different. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but I'm just saying I wash first before I do any of that stuff more often than I will.
Do you
after
wash
the
your
fact.
legs in the shower?
I wash everything in the shower. My legs.
Yeah, your legs.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? How can you not?
Some people don't.
Okay, this is interesting. What do you mean?
So I saw this thing where it's like a guy was
people.
asking. Yeah, a guy was asking like a bunch of people. Like,
What did
do
he
you
say?
wash
Did he
your?
say black people?
He said white people.
Oh, white people.
He was asking like a bunch of people, like, do you wash your legs?
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people are like, no. Everybody he was asking was white, and they were like, no, because like the soap like rinses down, so they think that they don't have to wash their legs.
Interesting.
I mean, on some Terrence Howard shit, you might think that it makes sense, sure, but I don't know. It's a thing, I guess. If you think about it in that way, you never know.
Yeah. I'm
and
wiping everything like
the
that.
other one that they would run often is white people don't wash their chicken apparently or their meat. They don't clean their meat before they cook it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. Which again,
People, not just white people. Like there's people.
I mean, most of the references I see, it's always they're clowning these white people for it. But shout
That's wild.
What?
No, that you don't wash. The people don't wash their meat before they cook it.
Yeah.
Like, do you see what comes off like when you wash it? So it's like, how are you just like from package to?
Trust me, yo, I'm right there with you.
Anyways, okay.
It's part of the reason why I don't eat it.
Only going up this year.
But I guess we'll take a quick break and come back with some more perspective because we got some things to get to, especially the boy and this, what do they call them? Leaked reference tracks. But we'll be back with some more perspective after the break.
Whether leisure or athletic, business or casual, be the first, not the last, to grab yourself some First King clothing. Visit firstkingclothing.com.
It's about to give you guys a whole overview.
I mean, go ahead.
Nah, I feel like I'm always talking. I feel like I'm always revealing all this information.
I reveal.
Yeah, still. It's like, yeah. We got sideline bun here.
What is it? Talk about it, bro.
Sideline butt.
Okay, I promise to.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
No, what is it? Talk about
Not
it.
the sideline bun.
Talk about it. What is it? Talk about it. Talk about it. What is it? Let's go, yo. We're back. I won't even play any music. Let's go. Yeah, definitely not the sideline bun. Don't do me like that.
No, I'm just saying.
That's
Sometimes
funny.
you gotta switch up the positions. I want to see how flexible you are. I want to be able to get your knees on my shoulders. I want to do all this stuff, but not everyone could do that. And then after the fact, sometimes it's like, you know, ow, I'm getting old or whatever. And it's like, come on. It's not the energy I want to hear right now.
So the question that I just asked you a while ago about the whole lotion thing,
Yeah.
that's one of those ones. I do those regular, yo.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, definitely.
That's good.
And that's like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I asked when's the last time a guy lotioned your body?
Mm.
And she's like, oh, it's been like a long time type joint. And I was like, yeah, nah, those are regulars for me. I'll do that. I'll do those joints for sure.
Only lotion?
As opposed to what, like body oil shit?
Yeah.
I've never really fucking the body oil thing still. Can't lie. Body oil?
Do you feel like
It
you're
lasts longer. And like
True, I guess.
and it's like if you're getting into that mode after.
Yeah, it's been like a couple times, yeah, but it's not like a regular thing. I don't know. The lotion to me is just like I don't know.
like, will you do it without asking, without her asking?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The feet.
Yeah. More times it's fresh out the shower type shits though.
Mm.
Not every time, but for the most part. What, you think the feet? You wouldn't do the feet?
Nah, I think that's actually a relaxing point. Like, I was curious for you, like the whole germaphobe thing, and.
Nah, but for me, it's even more of like
But I guess when you
What?
say out the shower, like I get it. So yeah, go on.
Yeah, but yo, how far are we going? Like, fuck, man. Like,
See how quickly that happened? See how quickly that happened?
Some of them there.
Case in point.
What? Always what, man? Nah, but to me, it's almost like it's part of the experience, yo. Like, I'll massage while having sex.
That's good.
That's like, trust me, like all in at that point with that
That's
shit.
great.
Especially from behind.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest shit.
Right.
Like, that's like,
Because it's in your
buddy,
face.
bruh. Nah, you know.
More before. I'm more of a before massage, and possibly after, but before.
What do you prefer as a female though? During or before? Does it matter?
I mean, all the time.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
So, well, I guess. But I'm like,
Oh, getting it after though? Whew. That's.
I was
she's a
supposed to the
keeper.
same time though.
Oh yeah, I'd rather get it at the end. Like after we're done everything, and now we're like it's over, and I get a massage after.
But
it's
like,
oh my god, that's the best.
I think after
There's
is,
a couple of there's a couple of good ones though.
it also like, if you put in a lot of work, then you don't really have a lot of energy after.
That part too.
That's why you appreciate
Valid
it.
point.
That's why
you
you
know,
appreciate
Valid
it.
point.
That's why you appreciate it after.
So
like,
you
yeah,
know, but
true.
guys get gassed, right? Like girls can,
I don't know what you mean by
Women-
guys
women-
get gas. We've had this conversation
women
a few times.
can, you know, go rounds.
Yeah, you've never made a girl tap?
Tap like I'm done.
Like what she's saying, guys are gas, right? So you haven't
Like a girl's like when she
like
says she's done,
gassed.
like she's done.
Yeah.
I mean, like you finish.
Who, the guy?
Yes, you.
Nah, not necessarily. Yo. There's been
No,
time-
I'm saying you
Yeah,
finish.
okay.
Okay. Then you can't.
You say
Well,
you
not
nut.
you can't. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You can't bounce right back, is what you're saying.
I'm saying some
Yeah,
guys can
yeah,
immediately,
yeah.
but then after that, you can't. Like I'm saying, women can go, you know, over
Yeah,
and
yeah,
over and
yeah.
over and
I get
over and
you,
over
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Like guys just don't have that good capability.
It's that sea moss, bro. I gotta get back on my Irish moss game, bro. Bubba roots and them thing there, yo.
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
Nah, so you know about those joints, yo. Nah, Magnum all day, yo. Shout out my Magnum right here.
But of course,
How? What is that? Do you often draw for those though?
I don't need to. Play my song before.
Great.
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
Actually, I'll give you one of these ones too.
Put this by YouTube.
This for that by YouTube. Man said I don't need to.
This guy
Damn
did not
it.
stutter.
I trust me, yo.
Did not miss one
Damn
step.
it. Yo, I was about to big up my freaking dragon style too, bro. Like, saying none of those joints, bro. You don't need nothing, eh?
All of that.
Damn, yo. SB, well, we talked about this once before too. There's something that Indian guys have that you'd reference, yo. What's it called again? Like some shit they'll have before they go in for the
Theme.
theme. You ever heard of that before?
No.
Doesn't that sound some rapist shit? Fiend? Like,
No.
sounds like fiend? Like,
Where's this guy going?
nah.
I didn't.
That sounds
I
a
didn't-
bit too
I didn't-
close to
I
me.
didn't get that at all. Have you guys heard of honey?
Nah, what the fuck are these? What are these?
Yeah,
The
so
last
honey
thing
is
I remember
like-
is dragonfly.
Honey is like this new thing,
Okay.
but it's honey. It's like organic honey. Like this one guy here.
Or Spanish fly.
sells
What did I
it.
say? Dragonfly? Spanish fly.
Spanish fly.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's honey. It's like
This guy's talking about a
herbs
roller
and
coaster at
stuff.
Wonderland.
Continue.
No,
Sorry.
yeah, it's like it's so honey is like a natural like stimulant,
Okay.
like for energy and stuff like that. And then
Okay.
there's like a bunch of like roots and herbs from like the rainforest. I think it's like in from Malaysia or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like this huge like thing.
I need to find
It's like a
some of that stuff.
natural version of like Cam's
Viagra?
like horsepower, like that.
Oh, Cam's horsepower shit?
Yeah.
Big up Cam every day, yo.
Only going up this year.
Well, I heard that horsepower is intense, yo.
I heard it is too.
Somebody said it's expensive.
I did.
That's
Was
what.
it you?
That's what his weed. His weed or
No, it's for like sex.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't know that.
shit,
Oh
right,
shit.
right.
Okay.
He has
You
a
didn't-
pink one and a blue one.
Okay, good for him.
horsepower?
I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, I think like one little
Yeah.
like container thing is like $50. I think.
I would love to know if anybody's tried it. So if anybody who's listening or watching, if you ever tried it, let us know in the comments, please.
Yeah,
I really want to know.
I got a question for Cam. Yo, Cam, what happened to the capes, bro? You said you were gonna drop some capes like 15 years ago. You guys ever?
Capes?
Yeah, he's got a new fashion idea and he's gonna like introduce capes. You never heard that?
Nah.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll tag him on
brother.
this. I'm curious to see what happened with that. I can see people rocking capes now. That's regular. It's
Didn't
your regular
Didn't
thing.
he also say he can do some toilet paper shit or something like that?
I don't know. He says a lot of stuff, but
Anyways,
He's
big up
doing well.
Cam. Yeah,
He's
big
doing
up
well.
Cam every time, yo.
when you guys put that in the chat, no?
What?
How you flipped the 120,000.
Yeah, to 20 million.
Yeah.
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 Big up, it is what it is, yo. I asked you if you've ever tried the theme shit or whatever. Or...
What is it? What is it?
I forget what it is now, man.
Like, is it like a tea or
No,
is
no,
it
no.
like
It's not a T. It's at the tip of my tongue. Like, damn. What's in heroin? What's the flower? Is it like poppies or something like that?
Oh, like an opioid? Yeah.
It's something like that.
Oh, it's a flower? Do you
Yeah.
chew it?
No. It like the
crush
form
it up
that
or
it comes
something?
into,
Yeah.
depending on how pure it is. It could be like very soft,
Like-
or it could be like harder. But like you take like a little.
Like a powder?
No, it won't be in a powder form.
But I'm saying, like, how do you ingest it?
Yeah, you just eat it.
Oh, you eat it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure there's other ways to ingest it, but that's how I've heard of it. Like
Interesting.
Like a lot of people take that before they go to the gym too. Like it's
Oh, it's like a steroid? Stimulant?
stimulant,
That's what
you
I'm
could
trying
say.
to
Like
say.
it'll give you a lot of energy. It's like caffeine on steroids. Yeah.
It's like pre-workout.
Not even a ginseng nut? Nah, nothing, yo.
Ginseng's just like you can get that in like a tea. It's like more for energy.
Yeah. But,
You're talking about your strong back drink?
basically, yeah. Kind of like, yo, so wait, there's nothing like females go to get in the zone? Like,
a
yeah, I
good
don't
question.
usually need to perform, but like, is it an aphrodisiac of some sort? Chocolate? Is that
This.
just your mind? Imagination?
That's all you need.
It works out well for you?
I mean, yeah.
I guess. Imagination. I mean,
There's like nothing that you would like, or wine, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, valid.
well,
Wine. Some sort of something to get intoxicated, get a little buzz. Weed.
Lose your inhibitions, and that kind of stuff. But
that part. That's kind of why, yo, gotta fly these kites.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Anyways, enough about that, though. Let's get back to the boy. These reference tracks are leaking like crazy now, so are we losing respect for him, or are we still keeping the same respect? 'Cause
I'm still on the fact that
the
he
question as to
rapped
whether
over the
he's-
BBL Drizzy beat.
Oh,
Like
so
that's
we're
all I
just-
care about.
Oh, okay, we're just going straight to that, huh?
That's all I care about.
How'd you feel about it, though?
Uno reverse. I loved it.
Uno
And see, the thing
reverse.
is, like, I feel like people are gonna be like, that was corny. Yo, Metro dropped a free beat, so he's not making no paper off of it. And Drake just turned it around. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
Took that away from him.
Exactly. Like,
took it
yeah,
away.
girls come, like, I pay for their body. Yeah, so what? So
It's
what?
like-
Yeah, call me that. So what? So, like, then there's no jab left.
It's like when
It's like if you, it's like if you're talking, like, you're battle rapping and, like, you're short. So you make the short jokes about yourself. So there's
And then
nothing
what?
else, like, you know what I mean? So it's like you're taking that away from him.
yeah, it's like when
That's the 8 Mile shit.
There's a couple of things.
Eminem.
Yeah,
couple
that.
of examples where Cameron put out the diss track to 50 saying Curtis, and then 50 goes ahead and makes his third album called Curtis, takes that away, and then it's not the same, but it's when Game did G U Not, right? And then 50 and them just put in a legal thing like, yo, if you say that again, I'm suing you. But whatever, you took it away essentially.
Like, it was a smart move.
It's a great move. It's a great marketing move
Yeah.
too. It's like now you have to associate this song with BBL Drizzy. Who
And
wants
his
to
like
say that
his,
anymore?
his trolling's never gonna stop. Like that's what he's
Hold on,
known for.
Just to get caught up, because I've been off of this for a minute, right? Did Rick Ross ever respond to Game? No, right?
Nah.
no.
Yeah.
But that's like, am I gonna like entertain that? Like, that's like me, like,
So he's just interested
down
in
branding.
but
Like, what do we call it?
No, I got you. Yeah. But like now he lost his BBL Drizzy thing too. See, like he didn't have enough steam. He didn't have enough
But
behind his move.
he didn't want the smoke with Game.
No, I know, I get it, but he doesn't have enough to be relevant with Drake anymore. Like it's just like he fell apart. Like it's over now. You know, like it's done with.
I imagine he's probably still going to use this as an opportunity on his next album to throw some stabs out there, like just to
listen. He's busy redoing his mansion.
Wingstop. He's eating chicken. What did he say? He's one chicken wing away from a heart attack.
Man, if you got it, just do it. But yeah, I rated the track. From I heard it the first time, I was like, oh, like trust me. And I swear one of us had said something like, yo, that's what he'll probably just end up doing.
We're predicting.
I was listening to it, and I'm like, okay, it's a track by Sexyy Red. All right, cool. Drake jumps on, he's going, and then all of a sudden the beat switches.
Yeah,
the beat switches.
Yeah, that
and I'm like, oh, you didn't.
You like the track too?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I didn't really care.
Sexyy Red stuff.
I didn't really care about the track.
The track's all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It's more what he did.
Yeah,
but I feel like that it makes it catchy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. And so
gave it more hype. And gave it more listen.
To me, it came out at the perfect time too. It's about to get those summer spins and everything. The man literally flipped it because they're gonna play it in the clubs, and you're gonna hear that verse.
But this is the thing, right? Like Drake's all about like the summer tracks, right? And so like when everyone after Kendrick dropped the like Not Like Us, and like that's supposed to like bang everywhere. And everyone's telling like Drake, oh yeah, he needs to sit down, he needs to bow out quietly, and this and this and this. And he came back and flipped it on the beat that Metro dropped. Like that's just
exactly.
Like that's just crazy.
And even those bars were slapping to me too.
Yeah,
like this guy knows what he's doing, bro. I like the response, everything. Like trust me, everything about it. You know? I'm
I feel like
he's gonna.
I feel like he's gonna drop just a bunch of summer joints.
You think so? Eh?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be like 2016 Drake. Yeah.
One of those kind of summers.
Unstoppable.
Damn.
It's just gonna be like track after track. I think.
Well,
I feel like he'll drop another track with Savage.
As long as it brings some more attention to the city, I'm all for it.
Well, Savage brought him out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like he was like, yeah, this.
Yeah.
He showed his side, but I'm just saying. I think it'll be good. We'll see.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with some of these other relationships too, because going back to that same Drake argument from before, a lot of artists that he helped out back in the day that haven't sort of, I guess, chosen a side in a sense or had any sort of remarks and stuff. The first one that came to mind for me was the Migos. When he jumped on that Versace joint for those guys, that's what really turned them up. Nah, do you agree? Because that's when like those guys were put on the map for most people. Like, yeah, they had the bandos, but that Versace joint's what really put them up there, and because of that Drake verse.
Like you're saying that they should have said something?
Nah, it's just I'm curious. No, but a lot of these like industry relationships, we're seeing what's happening in terms of how they feel about Drake. But the Migos, for example, I haven't heard those guys say nothing about. Like,
but I feel like you don't have like. I don't know, like in hip hop, like in hip hop beef, like I don't feel like you have to say something. Like you're like, okay, cool, like I'm here for the fight. Like this is entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Eminem had it like, so Eminem's dropping his like last album. I think his
daughter just got married the other day too, right?
Well, it's called Houdini. He's like, this is what happens before I die. Which is dope. Like the marketing behind it. Yeah, he's doing it with David Blaine.
Okay.
The famous magician, yeah. And anyways, and he had an interview, and he's like, nah, I like Drake, I fuck with Drake, and he's like, yeah, that was rap beef. Like he just said, like he wasn't like shitting on Kendrick or saying who won or whatever, anything like that. And I feel like you don't have to be like, yeah, this person won or this person won. Like, yeah, it was a great battle. You could say that. Like you don't have to choose a side.
And at the end of the day, there's gonna be people that say
make your side public. Is what I mean.
Yeah. But I feel like that there's always going to be people who feel like Nas won. There's going to be people who feel like Jay won.
Right.
One of those ones.
Come on. Let's not start this again.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Anyways, big up the boy every time, yo. But reference tracks, we don't care then? It's whatever?
I didn't really hear, like I kind of heard about it, but I didn't really like dive into it.
It's what we're talking about
Like that.
before.
I
It's
think
just the
Eminem
question
touched
as to
on-
whether
Eminem
you're
touched on
making
it
his
too.
own shit.
No,
It's
but then it's
you
like,
buying these joints, or you're actually creating them, bro.
no, but then why are we not talking about the same rumors that came up about Kendrick, where he's taking the tweets, or he's taking some battle artists' lines and
I feel like there was like
slightly
a
changing
I
them or
hate
whatever.
Drake train, and everybody like just jumped on it.
100%.
Because like number one, he had the most number ones. Like you want a hit, you go to him.
Yeah.
Like he was the hottest for a long time. People don't want to see one guy on top, especially a Canadian
Yeah.
Long time.
run. So
Dude, that's
you
like
know
a
what I mean?
record run.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like
It's still going. It's not over yet.
they're taking shots at his like blackness, his ethnicity, his culture, this, that, the fact that he's Canadian, anything, absolutely anything. They're just, you're mad because he was on top for a very long time
Still is, but yeah.
and still is, and it's not affecting him like in the way that they think it would. So of course, yeah, hate
From the other side of the border, yo.
I mean, it's always been like that.
Exactly.
It's always been like
You think
that.
it's just gonna stay like that?
Like,
too?
you know what I mean?
You
Like
think it's just always gonna stay like that, though?
like
I'm curious to see how many people support all these guys when they come to Toronto. That would be a statement where like the city kind of backs up Drake and says, "Nah, we ain't going into this."
So you know that there's this a DJ got thrown out of a club for
Yep.
playing like
Yep.
not like
I saw that.
us.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's good.
As you should.
Yeah.
Because in LA they're not playing
Hell
they're not
no.
playing any of this.
Hell no.
So like why can't you like ride for your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you saying you're not listening to that Kendrick joint no more?
I don't listen to it.
Oh, your ass don't miss it though.
I mean, like when I hear it, like it's like how I didn't want to like BBL Drizzy. I didn't want to like the beat.
Okay,
It's a dope
but
beat.
I know
It's a
exactly. I
fire
know. Yeah,
I didn't want to like it. Now I
Yeah.
can like it. Now I like it. Now I love it. Thank
Okay,
you.
from that
Thank
perspective,
you.
I see what you're
Thank you,
talking
Metro.
about.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for that
Metro,
joint.
yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Good job,
that.
brother. Big you up every
Good
time
one.
too, yo.
Good one.
So what are we doing next? Drake, break, what? Bronny, nah. What are we doing next, yo?
Should we take a quick
Want to take a break?
quick
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2?
And we'll come back with some sports shit after the break, or
We should come back
We
with
got
some-
options. We got
got
options.
options?
We could talk about those balloons flying too.
I'll take a really quick
That's
break
crazy.
and be back with some more S-U-Pree. Are you looking to refinance this year? Make home improvements? Need a new mortgage? No problem. If you are in the GTA, don't wait. Book a one-on-one consultation with Suresh Ravindran at 416-953-8073. Know all the options available to you.
This girl was getting interviewed, and she's like from Palestine. And anytime she would say the word Palestine or Palestinian, it would get bleeped. Like they would bleep it. And she's like, what is the problem? Like, you guys asked me to come, like you asked me to come here for you to interview me. I'm like, this is what I stand for. Like, this is where I'm from. Like, that's what it is. And they just would keep bleeping it. Like, I don't understand what it is in the media, or like why it's so frowned upon for anyone that like stands with Palestine. Like, people are losing jobs, people are getting canceled. Like, I just don't, it's so crazy. Like, the celebrities that have spoken up about it and all these things, like they are being silenced, or like they're told to, like, they can't talk about it. And I don't get it.
And it makes you wonder, yo, who really runs the world?
Right.
Because it's frightening. And I again, this level of independence that a lot of people don't have, it's like somebody controls your mouth at the end of the day. You can't speak about these things because somebody said you can't. And you know how questionable these things can be.
But it's like all these things that are happening for so long, like in Congo, in the Sudan.
Yeah.
And it's like, how is
Nobody talking about
well,
these things.
how is everyone letting this happen? Because if it was like somewhere else with other people, with other skin tones, that wouldn't be the case. It wouldn't be allowed. It wouldn't happen.
Just call it out. Ukraine. What's happening with Russia, Ukraine, what's happening in Israel right now. By the end of the day, man, you know, there's biases. It's quite obvious. There's There's a dude, you guys may be familiar with him, you know, Shaka Bars. He's really, really shouting from the rooftops right now what the heck is going on in the Congo. And there's a lot of people that are being murdered, a lot of kids, like hundreds of thousands of people have just been slaughtered away. And we're not even aware of it at all, right? But yet, the moment 2 missiles drop into Ukraine, everybody's waving the Ukrainian flag. Now, mind you, of course, sympathetic for them as well. War anywhere is terrible.
It's bad, yeah.
But this is humanity by the end of the day. Whatever's happening in the Ukraine, we should give attention to. Whatever's happening in Afghanistan, we should give attention to. Whatever's happening in Somalia and in Congolese, we should give attention to. Whatever's happening in Chicago, we should give attention to. But
whatever's happening in Rexdale, it's like,
right? But the thing is that these biases is really, really showing its hand. And then what I really question is who's benefiting from this, and why is it that when a particular person speaks on a particular thing, it's censored. So then that means somebody's benefiting behind it. And what is the benefit? Is it monetary?
Right.
Is it capitalization?
it's usually what it is, bro. People know what the type of hot water you can get into.
Genocide is genocide. Like, this is just, I'm at a loss, like, for words. It's really sad. It's very disturbing.
With the whole Hamas stuff, though, the example that I would use, it's like, imagine, oftentimes they say a man should never hit a woman, right? But if you're a female and you hit a man 99 times, and that on that 100th time he like hits back or something, you're still gonna wrong the man? I sat there and took 99 blows. I should never put my hands on you. And that's sort of how they're painting Hamas. And Hamas is like, yo, we've been swallowing this stuff from you guys. And the second we do something, you guys are painting the picture like we're the most horrible people in the world and da-da-da-da-da. Something has to be done. So we did something about it to try to bring attention. But depends on the side that these guys are taking and what they're feeding us. It's not fun out here, yo. But yeah, just speaking to what's going on with the protests and stuff. Did I say already that a lot of these kids are like you?
No, you were saying.
Yeah, so a lot of the kids now that are graduating university and college are missing out on that opportunity, and they had already missed out on it during high school because of the pandemic. So to them, it's kind of like, damn, yo, like, what's up with this shit?
Aren't they stopping them from doing the protests? Hasn't that been a big thing lately too?
Yeah, there's been a lot of like contents. What word am I looking for?
Intense?
Sorry. What word am I looking for? Fuck. There's just been a lot of like fighting between both sides, the university reps and the students, the student bodies, and police are outside. Different levels
like
of security.
Physical altercations.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
that's unfortunate. Because typically, like, young people are the future, you know. And then when there's these student rallies, typically it's to bring attention to or have some sort of dialogue about the issue. And if you're silencing that voice as well, it's a little unjust, you know? Like a lot of that could create a new movement, and it has. There's been a lot of uprisings just from the younger people challenging what's going on as far as authority and being able to paint a picture where I don't know, it motivates the stuff that we're talking about to evolve into being able to see it another way. Because when you say humanity and children are children, yeah, a lot of people aren't looking at it like that, clearly. And that's been the issue for a long time. So when you say who's benefiting from it, I don't even think there's anything to justify the benefit, but that's just how we see it. And they don't look at us like life. Us as in whoever these people are that are suffering is just, you're just another number or another item or just another whatever animal thing, you know, like it's.
And I swear to goodness,
it's so easy to look away.
That's why sometimes you have to wake up yourself as an individual and really praise that you have an opportunity to see the day, yo. because there's a lot of people on that side of the world who they'll wake up and they do not know whether they're going to make it through the day. Because the odds of something happening to one of us over here, yeah, car crashes, shootings, this, that, and the third, but bombs, that's a different level of like, yo, I don't know whether it's coming for me or not today.
I'm gonna share something.
It's wild, yo. Like,
I'm gonna share something that I put out because we don't look at how like fortunate we are in the context of here. Like the quote that I put up was, "Having options is a privilege, a luxury many overlook. A change in perspective, attitude, or thought has the potential to open doors to magic. Do you recognize the wealth in your choices?" The ability to just have an option is a form of luxury in this context. They don't have any option. They have to do what they have to do. And someone else may be dictating exactly what they have to do.
Ask North Koreans.
All of that.
say it again,
Ask North Koreans.
buddy.
Yo, they could be facing jail time just trying to leave.
Exactly.
Or going to jail or like their campsites or any of that stuff. Like,
I mean, hard turn, yes, but
it's related. It's related.
Some of them there.
Why?
this guy mentioned North Korea, and I can't help. Yo, how are these guys ballooning trash
No, but
to South Korea? Yo. What type of arms those do you have to be on?
Honestly, like,
Yo,
I've
the
seen
man them are
so
taking
many
garbage,
documentaries.
tying balloons to them, filling them up with whatever the fuck,
yeah, check this
and
out though.
sending them to South Korea.
Better-
and the garbage is just landing in the middle of the streets. Yo, like,
But in a way, better than missiles, no?
I guess, but like, damn, yo, what type of arms those do you have to be on?
No, that's terrible.
Yo, when I saw that news story, what? Tell me that's not annoying.
On a like it is what it's two ways to look at it. One is just like, yeah,
Better than missiles?
it's better than missiles, right? But then the next part is like, you know, they up the level on trash talking. Like, they put it into action. So
Now let's get it all in perspective.
When did you come up with that one? I need to know, brother.
you're funny.
You're disgusting. Why would you say something so mean?
How did I say something so mean? Isn't that what it is?
Priya, that wasn't funny?
You
Nah.
guys, I'm not.
Yo.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What, that turn was too hard?
No, I'm just cool. It was done. It was said. You guys laughed. Amazing.
Not I mean from the Palestine stuff.
No, it was fine.
It was a kind of a hard turn still.
Like, it was related.
I guess. But it's just like, I don't know, it's horrible that these things even exist on the other side of the world, Joe. But
You know, some of the rules in North Korea are just like,
yeah.
like it's insane.
Same. Going right back to that whole thing, man.
They only have-
can't even leave. Can't even
He
leave.
has
I
like,
think they only have
Cuba
3
used to
television
one time.
stations, I think. Like 3 channels on your TV. You can only watch one of 3 channels. Can you
And
imagine? 3 channels.
everyone
Nothing
has
else.
to have like a picture of him, like in your home. You have to like, he has like a group of like sex women that he picks from like a young age. Like, he goes to the schools, and then this is what they do for like X amount of years. Only like certain ages. Like, it's just crazy.
Hey, guys.
That gave me a chill. That's rough.
Like,
Yeah,
it's just
man.
like, but no, they're like, oh, it's a privilege. Like, oh, they're the best. Well, I don't know.
But imagine a lot of people don't even know these things. They know that they happen.
But you think about it, like, your brain, you don't know any different
perspective.
You don't know any
You
different.
have your one lens on life.
They don't even have media out there. Like, you can't see nothing.
You didn't know. Like, yeah, he blocked. How you just? It's just crazy.
Hey man, shout out anybody in North Korea watching who might have one of those
Nah,
VPN joints.
They can't.
They don't get this out
Not
there.
even the
can't.
They don't
VPNs.
get this out there.
No,
You can't even. There's gotta be
you'll
scammers over
die.
there.
You can't.
Yeah, they're
What?
they're the
There's
ones.
gotta be scammers.
No.
There's scammers everywhere. There's a black market everywhere.
No, man.
Nah,
No.
not even
The
close.
scammers are busy making those hot air balloons full of garbage.
Yo.
You know, they thought that they were filled with like human feces because North Korea fertilizes like their crops with human feces, but there wasn't any.
They were thinking
There
it
was,
was
like-
chemical warfare too.
there was,
That's why
like,
they had
The
whole
chemical,
army.
yeah,
There was
that I
pamphlets.
thought might, yeah.
pamphlets in there, and glad.
I wonder what the
glass
higher
waste.
like what
Who thought of this? Like, what?
I'm
What is?
telling you, bro?
Well, why?
I want to know what the
It's-
like the elite East Asian countries are looking at them like you know what I mean? Like the Japan and the China, like, yo, what are you guys doing? Like,
That's
what is
foul
this?
though, man. Like that's extra.
But who?
foul.
Maybe-
Like, you're just sitting down
Shout out to
at a
their
round
marketing
table,
team.
and you're just like, "Yeah, guys, you know what we should do?
Even to know the wind pattern, how do you know there's
Phil-
gonna be a downdrift? Like what?
Fill balloons with trash and send
just,
them
yeah.
south. We should do that.
Hey man, I thought about it.
That's so stupid.
she set you up. She set you up. He jumped on your bandwagon so quick.
Holy.
some BBL
That's almost like
Drizzy shit to me,
that was
man.
almost like you're about to sit down and she just yanked the chair.
You know those ones?
Oh,
So what are you saying? Sports?
Let's go.
Usyk rematch set for December.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, Usyk Fury apparently. It's
Okay, that's
December
too far.
Something.
I'm not
That's
so
too far.
December's far. Like there's so much stuff coming up closer. Like we're about to hit June right now. You guys obviously know Conor McGregor's returning.
Is he?
I
Yep.
heard.
No, I
this,
didn't know
but
that.
Yeah. His fight's coming up end
Who's
of
he?
June.
Who's he fighting?
Michael Chandler.
I don't.
Why is he returning?
I mean, he just healed from his injury. He
There
broke.
was an injury. I thought he was done with UFC though.
No, he's like I think his shin bone snapped in his last fight.
Don't tell me that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is his first fight back. I think in like almost 3 years.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, and it might be his last as far as like
Yeah, but
the
who's he
way that the
fighting?
career is heading. Michael Chandler.
Is he like a worthy opponent?
It's a good comeback fight. They did a show together, like the Ultimate Fighter, where they're both coaches. They got to bring up like the new star or whatnot. If he can't win this, he'll never be in the elite level.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah. So they're both similarly comparable. Like he's younger of the two. He hasn't fought in like 3 years. Chandler hasn't fought in like almost 2. In the last 4 fights, they've both lost 3 of them, only won 1. You know, the fight's going to be in welterweight. But as far as like big hype fights coming up for the UFC with one of the big stars, this would be one of them right now. And if he doesn't pull this off, it's going to be, I don't know. His name will still sell, but you won't see him in that level of like going for championships or any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
You're a McGregor fan then, based off of your reaction?
Am I a fan?
Yeah.
No. The last fight that I watched was who? Him. He fought Khabib, right?
He fought Khabib for
And
the
that was
title.
when the big brawl happened and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think he
But
fought.
I liked Khabib, like, because of just like his training and like what he did and like where he came from and how he, trained to get to where he's at, like his whole story. And then he left.
Yeah. He retired undefeated.
Wish he can come back.
I doubt he will. His boy is the current champ right now anyway.
What are you looking for?
But no, I was just trying to remember who Diaz was fighting of Vicente Luque. Anyway, I'm a big Nick Diaz fan. So this is his first fight in like years too. I think it's been like a good 3-4 years. Nate Diaz's brother, by the way, his older brother, right? But outside of that, did you guys hear about the scare with Mike Tyson as well?
Yeah.
I got to call that. Did I not call the fight's not even going to happen?
Stop doing that, bro.
Come
The
on.
fight's gonna happen, bro.
Well,
This
I
is
don't
just
know.
building up the hype, like, oh, remember Tyson?
I don't know.
That day he still came back and whooped his ass.
He had they had some sort of medical scare on the
all
flight.
all my money's on Tyson. Eh? All of my money's on Tyson.
All right. Well, hey.
What are you saying?
No, yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Tyson's gonna beat this guy, bro.
No, I agree
Tyson,
with
he's
that.
gonna
But
take
like
the L. He's gonna take the L to Tyson.
The fight not happening.
The fix is already in. You don't
Like,
think so?
I don't know. The fight not happening
think
is like weighing.
I think the stadium gave I think it's at AT&T. I think they put out an
Netflix,
official
bro.
thing that the fight's still on. It hasn't
Yeah,
been
man,
canceled. It's still in
Netflix
their
is
calendar
involved,
year.
yo. From Netflix is there. They're happening.
Crazier things
There's
have happened.
so much money to be made. So like, I don't know.
Exactly.
He said it was an ulcer flare. Like that could
Definitely
range.
gonna bet on it.
Yeah. I wish I could have put a
All
bet
of
on
my
it not
money.
happening. I wish I still could put a bet on it not happening. You know,
Can't
the odds
you?
would be, I'm
There
sure
must.
there's got to be some
Like
sort of website where I
like
could do
double-
that.
yeah.
But imagine I did it back then and I just dropped like a nice 50. The odds must have been crazy. You know what I mean?
Ain't the same now, yo.
I think we should start just calling this like the prediction podcast. Like it's getting out of hand now. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're right on quite a few things. So
Yeah, the omens.
very
yo.
much possible.
The omens.
The
I like that.
omens, man. The omens.
So you watching?
What?
I feel
We talking about the fight?
no.
What?
I was talking about basketball.
Oh, playoffs?
Mm.
I thought we might do that, but it's like, looking on a sticky outside still for the man, them, yo. Like, damn it. Yeah, Boston, we're gonna see in the finals.
I told you.
Whatever. Alright.
Yeah, but you already knew that. You said
What?
you just don't want them to win.
Yeah, I know. If it's Boston, Dallas, then I want to see Dallas win for sure. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I know the NBA probably wants that too.
Yeah. I mean, that man's got time.
I'm convinced that Minnesota.
What?
I feel like the fix is in on some of these things sometimes because nobody likes to see a sweep. But I want big. If you know the team's just down, then yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, the NBA still wants like TV time and ticket sales. These
Didn't
franchises want
Boston?
ticket sales.
Boston swept everybody.
Yeah, that part.
Everybody.
They're
That's
rested.
kind of when you're like,
Like, bro,
but the East
what?
was really saying nothing this year.
Still,
The
though,
East was a
one
bit entertaining
game.
because New York was sort of in the mix.
One game.
Miami was a disappointment for me this year.
Come
Yeah, I
on,
know,
bro.
it's not even one game, but they were
One
down.
game.
Halliburton was
I don't
hurt a fair
care.
bit.
One
It's-
game. One.
Hey man, that's a Pascal usually gets you anyway. So
It is what it
outside of
is.
that Kawhi year, you guys know what time it was, Toronto. Sorry.
How about you sit down?
What? Oh yeah, you're a big Raptors
You're a
fan. over here.
hater. You're
Big-
just a hater.
Oh man.
You're all over a hater. Hater bun. That's what you are.
At least I'm not basic bun anymore.
I thought we were going with sideline bun.
Only going up this year.
Ain't got the Berkeys on today. I have to switch it up. Just do it gang all day, yo. I don't know what's going on right now. Well,
Are you getting double phone calls?
don't do that.
A phone call and a text and a follow up text?
Nah,
Oof.
don't do that.
I did it already.
What were you gonna say?
Nah, I'm just going to repeat the joke.
Yeah.
It's not funny saying it again. Just gotta set a timer. Let me do it a couple minutes later now again so it looks real.
Well, on that note, we'll leave it there then for the week. Anything else? Nah, Bronny James. That's what we're gonna get to. Staying in the draft.
Yo, so
Like, what are we
so he
doing
had-
here, brother?
so
Because
he
now
had
you're.
like so he had like what 10? He had 10 teams that wanted him to work out,
Yeah,
and he
eh?
only picked 2 out of 10.
Who were the two?
He picked LA and Phoenix. So
Yo,
and
these guys are
to
really
work
gonna
out
do
with.
it, yo.
So he feels because he's like what number? Well, I don't. What pick is he gonna be? I don't even know.
This
What's
is
his
what you
average
have to
in the
wonder,
thing? Like
man.
I know he's standing a lot off of his like his dad's back.
Duh.
But
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna like. Okay, you're going in the draft. There's 10 teams that are interested in you, and you're just gonna be like, what kid would do that?
Yeah,
No one would do that with like like
Do
college
what?
ball.
Can you give me more context?
Yeah, so like college ball, I feel like they play with the most heart. They play with more heart than like the NBA.
Yeah.
So if you're a kid in like high school and you have like 10 teams interested in you, there is no way that you're going to be like, nah, I'm just going to work out with like you two. Not knowing if they're going to pick you or not. Like, well, I mean.
Nah, yo, right? I just checked
his-
it out.
I
They're
think
saying
his
he was
dad's-
averaging 13.8 points. I think this is way too high.
I thought he was
'cause-
averaging 4.
Yeah,
That's the last
I
time
swear
it
to
was
goodness
4.
I swear to goodness that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. It's like 4.6. I
Yeah,
swear. The last time I remember
right.
checking this, so I'm like, what is this that
And
these
he's
guys are putting
not
online?
first
here?
overall. Like, what? I
He's
don't
not
even
gonna.
know.
No,
No.
he's definitely gonna be first overall.
Exactly.
He's definitely not gonna be first overall.
I know, but I'm
But
saying
the fact that he's only working out for 2 teams,
That's what I'm
weird.
saying.
Yeah, so that's the fix is
because
clearly in at that point.
why wouldn't you broaden your chances? Like any hungry kid is gonna be like, yeah, every team, I'm gonna work out with every team.
Yeah, for sure. But he did perform well in the camp that
in
they
the
had.
camp,
the
yeah,
pre-draft- the pre- yeah.
combine or whatever. No, I don't remember what it's called. But anyways, yeah.
He performed quite well there. I think there he was averaging like 10 points and something. But Yeah, I'm like, nah.
That alone is showing your cards. Like, don't do that. And you want to say that you don't want to go off of like your dad? Obviously, you're doing that.
Yeah, but are we mad at nepotism though?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. But don't say you're not
mad
gonna.
at nepotism though?
I'm not saying. Don't say you're not gonna do it and then do it.
Nah, I guess. He should have just been like, I'm going to the league off my dad's back from the rip.
No, but that's the thing.
We would have rated him.
You can't say it like that. But to pick two teams and just like be like, all right, like the rest of the 8, just like fuck you.
Damn, yo.
That's wild. That's wild.
And we're certain that he was only working over 2 teams?
That's the last that I read.
Who cares? This is water cooler talk at the end of the day. Bro. Go check your facts on your own.
With college basketball, I heard they're going to start getting paid like a lot more.
I think they're going to start getting paid off their like jersey sales and stuff like that.
Merch, yeah, it's just the merch.
Which I think they need to.
That's amazing.
I think that'd be awesome
for sure.
Like a percentage or something.
What do you think that does to their education?
Oh, it'll change everything. What I think they probably even should do to go a step further.
Yeah.
Any college athlete should already be registered as part of like your introduction to the team, like part of the orientation. Registered as a business, so your name and your likeness is now it's what word am I looking for? Fuck, why am I so short on my
like tied to the school, but that holds
not necessarily tied to the school, but
that don't you think that would hold a lot of liability to the school?
Even a contract, like you don't know who's going to agree to
a contract of some sort. Yeah,
I feel like there's so many.
But a lot of colleges won't even accept the contract though.
Yeah, but things need to change at this point in time.
I guess it's not a bad angle.
Like every one of those athletes should walk around as if they are now a business. Their name means something. If somebody's gonna buy a jersey with my name on it, I should be compensated for it. Yeah, I should be
I'm sure they do get a piece of it.
I don't think
they weren't before.
I don't
they
know.
haven't been up until this time.
But that's what they're.
But I mean, from like register them as a business already, and not just give me a paycheck of some sort. Like go a step further and help me in actually registering all of this as a business. I am now a business.
But that needs to go off of. That needs to go off the person. I don't think the school should be responsible for that because that puts a lot of liability onto the school.
And they are also businesses,
right?
At the end of the day,
yeah.
I guess
you know what I mean. So I think that should fall on the shoulders of the athlete.
To me, it's like you're educating them at the same time. You're setting them up properly, not just giving them an extra incentive to play.
I think that should be like not a course, like a thing that they teach them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that you should do this or you should be protective of this or whatever. But I don't think the school should be liable for it.
Shout out to Jay, because what's this company called?
Jay, who you talking?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
A lot of the I know it's rare that I give him shout outs. Yeah. But with what's the company called, man?
Do you guys feel like stuff is coming out about him next?
That's been the rumor.
Okay, sorry.
That's
the way that he's been signing all these people from the NBA to what's the company called? His company where he's signing them.
Rock Nation?
Is it Rock? But what's the sports side of it? Rock Nation Sports, where he's educating all of them with what to do with their money. There's a move for him or a company like that to step into possibly this college realm, like you're saying, to teach them about business and not to get ripped off and how to sign the right contracts.
They don't even have any big names over there anymore. I don't think they have any big. Victor Cruz is over there, I think, for a little bit.
But the idea is still there.
You know? Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, there's an athlete.
But some of them will still stay on to get like their media stuff too.
I don't know if it was Draymond.
Sabathia was over there too.
Somebody stupid. Not sorry. I just don't like Draymond. But
not you.
Like I don't like him. He smells like hot dog water. I really don't like him. Somebody, one of them, I don't remember what athlete it was.
If he swings on you, I don't know if we can.
No, man, he's not coming over here.
Draymond?
Because I'm joking.
Yeah, he's angry.
Yeah, I know, but you're also a female, so I don't want to suggest that he's out here beating women.
But anyways, my point is like there was an athlete that was on had an interview that was like they don't set athletes up to like become like to stay rich.
Yeah,
and it's like. I feel like what you're saying, like if they taught that or like something was implemented like that, because a lot of these kids come up, they don't have a lot. You get a bunch of money. They put everybody on their payroll. They start taking care of everybody. That money's going to run out. That contract, what if you blow your knee? What if something happens? So I think that aspect of it would be really good to like invest. Like Shaq, I don't think Shaq did it in his prime. I really don't think so. But like all of his businesses that he created now and all the things that he's doing now obviously set himself up.
His dad set him up nice.
From the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
and his mom.
But like so,
they put, not, I don't want to say pressure, but they guided him. They said, yo, these
are the things that you need to do.
Your
Isn't Ant like that? Like he only rents a house and is that him? Someone just signed like a really, really large deal and like is still like living in like a modest house.
There's a few of lot of people like that. There's a few of them that I've seen do before. Rent
in the city that they're in, or maybe it was a football player. I can't remember.
There's a lot of soccer players in Europe that do that too.
That,
out of Africa.
Them they have their stuff in their mom's name, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, like what's his name? When he got divorced, nothing was in his name. I can't remember who it was, but yeah.
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
But yeah.
Sometimes you got to play the game.
But I think that would be a great thing to add to any league, like a course or like something like that to show players how to, manage their money or like to invest or to have the longevity of like their income. Yeah. Because it's so much money at once. You just want to go in, like, what wouldn't you? Anybody would go crazy. I want to buy this and this and this and help.
Especially
this
at that age,
right?
You need guidance.
You don't know exactly.
I think Allen Iverson was a good one. I think he had a good manager or lawyer, somebody that set him up where he couldn't tap into all his money at once. Say that again. Was it Reebok? But it was the association around him, his lawyer, his accountant, or somebody that allowed him not to tap into all his money, whether it was from Oh, Reebok did that for him, not his. Okay, well, that whatever it was, I thought it was a closer tie than just Reebok itself. But he ended up spending a whole bunch of his money, and then by the time he realized that, like, okay, I'm about to go broke or whatever, I guess he still had money coming in at a certain age, which is
smart,
huge. Yeah, but what if
he could be so different right now?
Exactly. And then what does this do for high school? Does this give an incentive to people that are playing basketball or in sports in high school to pick it up because now I can make money in college if I get my, scholarship?
I mean, I feel like
I think it's a good domino effect.
Yes, but I feel like money literacy needs to be taught in school. Like we weren't, like not just for athletes. Literacy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that sounds way better. But like, you know what I mean? There's so much that we didn't know, like not even as just athletes too, just in general, how to manage your money. Like I started working at 14. Like there's a lot of things that I should right. You know what I mean? I did have the guidance. I just didn't listen.
Oh, you're one of those ones?
Yeah, I didn't listen to my mom, and I shouldn't have. I should have.
Damn.
I really should. I should have. I would be sitting on a lot.
Apologize here. We'll clip this up for you. You can send it to me.
You know what? I am going to apologize because today my mom found out that I'm on this podcast and is now only calling me pre-pre.
Oh.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
There we go.
Love you guys.
That one too.
I should have listened, Mom. You're right. Yeah. At my big age that I turn tomorrow, I realize now I should have
Mom, we love you. You guys raised a good human being over here.
Yeah.
Really good human being.
Aw, thanks.
We appreciate her here on
You're such a sweetheart.
We go really far back, yo. Like, I don't even know what number it is at this point, but it's like you're in the 30s now.
I was explaining my mom, like I was explaining to her, like everyone, like my relationship with everyone. And she's like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, used to ride bikes with this guy, and
that's hilarious, man.
You guys have a beautiful home.
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
That's funny, yo. But your house was the spot, though. I used to hear those stories back in the day.
Shut up, man. Mom, no one was ever there. They mean outside. The backyard. Remember, I had a birthday in grade.
Yeah, I rode my bike over there 1-2 times.
Yeah, exactly. That's all.
Speaking of birthdays, that's something to do for you. I'm gonna put that clip out, yo.
Holy
One of those clips from that birthday party, man.
Well, how old did I turn? 19?
I don't even remember.
I think I was 19. 18? 19? I don't know.
Damn, yo, but there's a lot of, like, a lot of years in this room, man. Damn. Anyways, happy happy to see that we've gotten this far, yo.
For sure.
Big up Pre every time.
Every gal I pray.
And like SB said earlier, make sure you put a happy birthday in the comments, yo.
Thanks, guys.
And while you're there, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. This was another episode of S-U-Pree. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to come back next week. You look like I'm forgetting something.
No, I was just gonna say I appreciate everyone that's putting in the comments and adding the likes and sharing it. Like the engagement's definitely gone up. Don't stop. Continue to support us, man. We're trying to get out there.
Yeah, like I said, that audio, yo.
Shout
go
out
check
to
out some of the
ConorMcGregor.
audio too. Check out some of the audio.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shout out ConorMcGregor too, yo.
Yeah.
Big up everybody in New York who's listening. But on that note, we gotta go. So.